Petroleum industry is everything to Midland. It is Midland. It's what's created the wealth and the philanthropy that's allowed the museum to exist. It's their heritage, it's what their great-grandparents did, it's what they do, and it's this industry that they love. And they'll say themselves that it's, you know, the oil industry gets into your blood.
When we first got the job and heard it was the Permian Basin Petroleum Museum, we're like, there's gonna be a whole museum about gas. And, you know, we quickly learned that there's a huge story to tell, and they're really on the cutting edge of what the industry is doing today and what we'll do into the future.
It's a project that's been a long time in the making, and the goals were to take a very aged museum, it's 30 years old, 35 years old, and to remake it and to retell the story and to bring to bear on the project a lot of technology that had come about in the last 30 years.
GOCO was hired to help renovate the museum. Overall, we had to produce over 160 videos. We produced a theme park-oriented ride, a whole new movie experience, and several interactive games. It took over a year and a half to complete. I gotta tell you, it was a great team effort.
The assignment with building the Petroleum Museum was to renovate an existing facility that had been built over a series of years and to update it with the latest technology from an experiential standpoint for guests so that they could understand more about the petroleum industry.
What makes the Petroleum Museum so unique is the Petro Trekker. To have a ride like this here in Midland and then to be able to talk so much about the industry in that ride is the most amazing combination. You come up the ramp and then you have a pre-show and so you understand you're getting ready to go on a vessel of some sort. And then the doors open and you go in and it's super futuristic. And then the screens light up and the floor shakes and you feel the Petro Trekker take off.
And you're off and you're really immersed into it. And they're acting like you're a crew member and you really feel like a crew member.
The Petro Trekker is that's the entertainment part of the museum.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 12.
It's simply unbelievable. It has to be seen to be believed and understood.
I thought it was awesome. You can feel when we take off, you can feel all these little changes as you go. My grandson's probably gonna be here this summer. We're gonna ride it together. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be an asset for the next 50 years in this community.
It's so cool to have so many interactives. There's nothing like that here in Midland. So much information has been packed in those interactives.
The goal for a lot of the interactives is to give it a unique feel every time you take it.
And what's really cool about it is there's over 1.8 million different combinations of quizzes that you could take. So every time you go to the Permian Basin Petroleum Museum, you're going to get a different quiz.
In the case of Mythcrackers, it's the introductory piece. We wanted to be able to reach people, to ground them in the story, so we would, you know, break down those biases that they might have.
Mythcrackers Theater is so much fun. It was such a great idea to start there. I think that was just a great creative way to get people ready for the experience. This museum could definitely be a destination spot.
It's unbelievable, the transformation. I mean, this is more than we could have dreamed it would have looked like.
I think everyone in this community and in this region is going to be very proud of what we have to show and what we have to offer.
I never imagined that something this fantastic would be possible for us.
Kids can go and not only learn about the industry, they have fun doing so. What could be better? It's just a great experience.
This museum will be there for 10, 20, who knows how long.
There's such a wide variety of how you're going to get your information that it's really appealing to anybody who would come through, and they'd all learn something.
You know, it's just a wonderful way to show who we are and where we've come from.